we have to make sure that, that client is a good match for us as well, because I think it makes a really big difference in the transaction.
And it is consuming. We are putting in 12-hour days, and there are fires and emergencies and things that come up, and you are putting so much of you into everything. Like, it has to feel that way. At least for me personally, I
agree.
have to.
Yeah, your workday is so much more enjoyable if you're doing it with people you really like
And it's collaborative.
enjoy spending time with.
Totally.
Yeah.
I think the only times I've cried in real estate have been working for unappreciative clients. Now that I think about the few times that I have really like cried my eyes out and cried myself to sleep over a transaction, it's been a lack of appreciation. And I think and real estate's challenging. Every transaction's easy. I just had an agent tell me, they're like, you do a lot of deals, but I'm sure 90% of them are pretty easy and smooth. I'm like, oh no, I don't think any of them are. I think maybe one a year, if that, are smooth out of the whole brokerage. I mean, the transactional issues come up every single transaction for every agent, right? And I can look back and go, the ones that I've really cried myself to sleep have been a lack of appreciation. And that's where you realize you got to be appreciated.
When you put so much of yourself out and it isn't appreciated, like that's a tough.
That generally just sucks, right?
Yeah.
Do guys cry in real estate?
No.
Men don't cry.
I haven't cried either.
I'm
not really much.
I'm
not much of a crier.
I'm not either.
But like, I cannot think. As you were saying that, I was trying to think of a time where I may have cried over a deal, and I don't think I have. I've been mad. I mean, I've wanted to like fight a dude a few times. Like, I've had male clients completely cuss me out so inappropriately, But I don't get to the point of like cry over that. I get more mad.
I'm not a crier whatsoever. I had a client once ask me, and she was pretty high on drugs, and that was a really rough transaction for me. She asked me to take her cats to the pound, and I could not handle that. Like, the idea of putting these meowing cats in a crate and driving them to the pound to know they were getting euthanized, I couldn't do
sad.
it.
Oh my God.
I couldn't
That's
do
sad.
it.
I thought they were going in for shots.
No, she
Not
wanted
those
me
shots.
to go to take them away.
No.
And I will never forget. That's like the transaction that comes to mind. And she was so toxic and brutal and rude and mean. And it's a transaction I should have never taken on, honestly.
I have a funny one for you. I have a client that asked me to break up with her boyfriend for her. At the end of the transaction,
Sign it.
at the end of the transaction, when she got her keys and everything, she called me. I will never forget this.
I
was
remember
in
this.
Palm Springs. We were on vacation, and she calls me and says, could you do me a favor? I just really don't want him. He moved into my house.
I remember that.
And she's like, I don't want to be with him anymore. Can you break up with him for me? And I was like, no, sorry. I was like, there's a lot I will do for my clients, but no.
Yeah. I did that for a roommate once.
Yeah.
Well, that's maybe a little different.
It's still weird.
I ended up just letting those cats go. I figured they were better off outside. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just let 'em-
Give him a shot.
Ecosystem.
You gave him a good shot,
I
not a
saw
bad
one of them
shot.
yesterday.
Yeah.
They're fine.
Yeah. They're like little thug cats now. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, no,
That's
I can't
crazy.
do it. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Well, like on that note, what's one of the craziest things a client's ever asked you to do?
I don't know. I mean, we've had some wild experiences. I mean, definitely. I've been in real estate for going on 22 years now and over 1,000 transactions. So we've been asked quite a few.
I can't really think of it.
You can't think of
Yeah, I
anything?
asked out on a date back when we were.
Oh.
Yeah, he dated a Zillow lead.
Yeah.